done.
I got to agree with you there. Right now, I cannot believe that he's going for this, but he is going to try to break down the temple. This is going to force LX to respond pretty quickly. Is he going to go for the tanks, or is he going to go to the main? No, he's going to go for the tanks. Oh, man. I would cover my eyes, but it's my job to tell you how painful this is to see.
It is painful as you can even imagine, Nick. Look at that. The Zealots, almost no units lost. Goliath's being microed away. I don't even know why. Pointless for him to even waste time on that.
Imagine being the guy driving that Goliath, man. Seriously. Imagine being the guys in the SCVs.
It's like Matrix 3, man. All those units just swarming in around you. You know, people trying to bring you bullets. It's not going to work out, and you know it. Oh, God.
Well, this game's pretty much over. I think our Terran player is dead. He just hasn't left the game yet because
so.
Options are not on his side right now. I can't possibly imagine what a Terran could do unless I seriously can't imagine what a Terran could do to win right now against a player of this caliber.
Oh, God, and the vultures get stuck everywhere. It looks like just about 2 getting through, but he just gave up about 10 vultures, get 2 red vultures into the main base of LX, and I don't think LX is going to carry us for Nexus right now. His economy is at least twice as good as Super's, and, he's going to clean up these vultures pretty easily. He's got better tech. Everything is in LX's favor right now.
I gotta say, LX must be confused about what season it is because it's not Christmas. He doesn't need to give those units away. This is a more important time of the year than that. This is the ESWC final qualifier round here, and he cannot afford to keep doing this. What is this? And now there's going to be more vultures thrown away, which is really going to give his push no presence on the map. And right now, LX probably has a huge smile on his face. He knows exactly what he has to do. Just sit here and keep killing off the Terran pushes and taking the map.
Yeah, and, LX, he's playing well right now. He doesn't want to attack quite yet. And look at that, a lot of siege tanks. Those 3 add-ons really paying dividends in siege tank numbers, at least. But he's mined out his main base. He's just got 2 bases going right now. His main geyser's probably just about empty.
Yeah, probably.
So, it's going to be hard for him to get anything done with this push. And if LX wins this first crucial game, that is going to be trouble because this is a best of 5, and LX won the winner bracket, so he starts out 1-0. So this is actually going to be 2-0 in a best of 5 if LX pulls this game out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. That this is definitely this is going to be very, very tough for Super going into the next round. And as we both pretty much agreed, the likelihood of Super actually coming out with a win here is minimal. Every once in a while we do see incredible turnarounds, but not very often.
Yeah, LX would have to do something absolutely stupid to lose this game here.
Yeah.
And you see, he is just about maxed out. Look at that mini-map. There are so many units out there. If Super looks like he's getting ready to move out, but LX is going to be able to crush him when he comes out. And look at this. LX not going to wait for him to come out, it looks like. Moving towards the natural. Oh my God, he has a ton of units, but a lot of siege tanks there.
It looks like he's just going to go for the killing blow here. I don't know if I agree with LX doing this, especially when his Zealots can't actually get in the front. Wow, maybe that was the mistake we were looking for.
Dude, all that blue, it looks like the Dead Sea. I don't know. He just gave away a ton of units right there. And Super, this is going to be his one timing to perhaps come back. I said he had to lose a lot of units suicide to give Super a chance, and he's kind of done that.
Yeah.
LX is going to have to macro back up quite quickly. We see he's not using a lot of spellcasters yet. So, there is still a chance for Super to come back here.
Yeah, Super actually was given the opportunity that I could not possibly imagine LX giving him. When LX, for whatever reason, just attacked the Terran, it's almost as if LX wasn't comfortable being this far ahead or couldn't even quite believe he actually was this far ahead. Terran's probably going to push, maybe try to kill off this temple here and go up we'll just go up to that expansion and try to take him out there. LX could possibly lose this right now when you consider the fact that he didn't take out that armory. Those siege tanks with Splash are going to be quite powerful.
Yeah, he's got that +1 attack by now. He's got a ton of siege tanks from those three add-ons. And here we go. It looks like he wants to engage right now. And if he has a stasis, it's going to be huge. It's a huge clump of tanks.
If he can pull off the stasis, it looks like the Protoss' army is everywhere. I don't think this matters, though, because LX kind of split up his troops. I think even with or without the stasis, Terran was going to knock that back.
Now it looks like LX could be in a little bit of trouble here. Super really coming back quite strongly. This is quite a surprise to see. And now if Super protects his units very, very well and secures another base, then, I could see him taking this game.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I really could see him bouncing back here. Right now, LX is making even more mistakes here. He's giving away valuable units he can't afford to lose to a small group of spider mines. I don't see Super expanding just yet. Perhaps that's an SCV moving up there on the mini-map, but yeah, I kind of am in shock at the position we're seeing Terran suddenly in when it was pretty much impossible for him to be any more behind, and now he's up here and quite possibly taking a lead.
And you know what? I think Super's style here of having so many tanks might be throwing LX off a little bit. You know, it's hard to engage this amount of tanks, especially when you're a goon-heavy player like LX. We see his armies have been pretty goon-heavy, you know, not as many speed zealots as you'd like against these tanks. And so, you know, Super's whole style right now really helping him out in addition to LX kind of suiciding into him from time to time.
And at this point in time, LX is starting to get boxed into the bottom left, and he wants to make sure the Terran doesn't cut off the middle of the map here. LX isn't going to be able to win without a perfect flank, with his army being separated from the location where he'd gather reconnaissance. So very unusual situation here. I'm surprised Super hasn't gone and tried to kill the temple and maybe tried rushing up. Perhaps he's worried about a counterattack to his expansion, which I believe is being constructed over here on the mini-map at the top right.
Yeah, and look at this. Here we go. It looks like LX is going to engage, and the speed zealots coming out to the siege tanks. A ton of tanks behind, but a flank coming in, and one arbiter goes down, but there is another one on the right. Will LX be able to crush this force?
I think the angle he's coming at in here is quite good, and I think this is what Super gets for kind of putzing around in the middle of the map when he had an ample opportunity to either go up that ramp or sit back and defend or do something. But sitting in the middle of the map where you can't make turrets and can't do anything else isn't going to give you that huge advantage you needed. Now, it looks like there might be enough siege tanks if reinforcements come for, well, actually maybe not with these zealots moving up here. But unfortunately, Super still doesn't have the huge advantage that he might have started getting. However, there are still a few tanks. He might be able to take out that temple and move up, or maybe just move right over here.
Yeah, you might be able to, but look at this. I mean, his natural definitely mined out right now, getting very low on units. You know, Super is a good macro player, so I think we can assume he does not have a lot of minerals built up right now. And so that's going to make it really hard. I don't think he's going to be able to hit another max. You know, it looks right now like he might be about 120 to 140 supply, and I can't see him getting too far above that right now, whereas LX's economy is really good still.
Yeah, definitely. LX at least still has an economy going. Super still struggling to regain that, but you really got to look at the unit count here as well. Super is still maintaining presence in the middle of the map and is rapidly getting closer to this expansion, and this is the only location in which Protoss units are coming up from. So if he can get enough mines here and siege tanks, he might be able to cut off any support to the expansions, which means that he would only need 1 or 2 tanks and vultures to go down here to the expansions, and this would be a win for Super, but still a very close game here.
Yeah, this has definitely been very exciting, back and forth all over the place, and you know, you are totally right. If he can set up a good contain here, you know, really, I do not think he should be pushing in. He should make an arc a little bit further back, get a lot of spider mines up, as you said, because then those expansions are mincemeat, but he's moving up quite a bit, and here come in the Dragoons, and a nice stasis on those back tanks. It looks like they're going to clean this contain up.
That was a perfect stasis. That's exactly what he wanted to need. A lesser Protoss player would have stasis something in the front, but no, and this is going to allow LX to actually break this. And remember, LX is the one with the economy, and right now Super is barely hanging on to map presence, and really economy can be much more important than map presence unless you have very, very big map presence, map dominance.
Indeed, you know, he's losing this contain, and it looks like the game is going to have to end pretty quickly here. Super is down to just about 1 base at new expansion. His mineral only just about mined up. Almost no units left on the map here, whereas LX, you know, he's got 2 bases fully mining. A good amount of units here, and he's got enough spellcasters gathering up now that he's going to be even more cost-effective than before.
Well, you can see it looks like Super hadn't completely regathered his army. But I believe he's gathered the rest of his forces up now. However, a Goliath-Vulture combination isn't really going to do much of anything except maybe shoot down an Arbiter before he sees how many units are going to kill him. So I'm pretty sure that right now this attack up here to the north should, if we're seeing everything correctly, be a success here for LX, and that should seal the game here. It's really all going to be about this Terran expansion over here at the top right of the mini-map. That's where we want to focus our attention. If Protoss gets over there and takes it out, it's going to be GG.
Yeah, and look at that. He's going right up to the expansion. Almost no units left here. Just a few siege tanks, a few vultures. You know, that Arbiter alone could take this out. We don't even see a Goliath.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. And unfortunately, leapfrogging siege tanks over here is not going to make these vultures too effective. Yeah, as you can see, he really can't defend all locations at once. LX doing a great job. I have to say, he almost threw this game away, but not anymore. GG.
Yeah, super. Loses the first game. LX with a strong lead. If he wins one more, he will be going to Korea.